On our drop shotting setups, predominantly most anglers use spinning reels. Not really sure why. I think a lot of it is because we see a lot of the pros on Joe Blow on Bassmaster.com use a spinning reel. Now I'm not really sure that we know why we use a spinning reel. You can use bait casting equipment, and I have before. Let's look at a couple of the reasons why I actually prefer to use a spinning reel. One of the other reasons that I really prefer spinning gear for drop shotting over bait casting equipment is if you're vertical fishing and you see a fish on the graph and you really need to hurry up and get that bait down there, your line is going to come off much more freely. With spinning gear, a lot of times I'm using braid, and I'll fuse braid to either a 6 or 8 pound test fluorocarbon, and of course I have a union there, so there's a knot. And you always notice that on a spinning rod the eyes are much larger than they are on a bait casting rod. So just that knot in itself, there is some line restriction there when the line is actually letting out of the reel, when it's exiting the reel. So just having the bigger eyes on a spinning reel lets the line go through the rod a lot faster, and you'll be able to get your bait down to the fish a lot quicker, and it'll give you a lot more fish catching. Spinning tackle allows you to work the drop shot with less effort on your wrist and arms. The weight of a spinning reel is balanced downward, which is more natural range of movement. You really have to consider is you're typically using 6 or 8 pound test lines, so fairly light line when you're using a drop shot. You don't always, and sometimes I use up to 15 pound test, just depending on the application. But when I'm using 6 and 8 pound test line, when you get a fish close to the boat, he makes a large surge, your drag system on a spinning reel is going to be much smoother than on any bait casting, even your best bait casting equipment. So for that very reason, I really like spinning gear over bait casting equipment for fighting fish close to the boat, and even, you know, when I'm casting out. It just works out a whole lot better with the drag system on a spinning reel.